It's time to sharpen your claws. Hey everyone, it's Spopes. Update 50 in the Elder Scrolls Online launches on Monday, June 8th. And in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to do to prepare. Before we get into that, please make sure you sub to the channel. Please do like and hype this video. And consider upgrading your support by becoming a member of the Spopes Army, checking out my gear, or leaving a donation. Thanks for watching everyone. Let's dive into what you need to do to prepare for Update 50. First of all, let's cover some Update 50 basics. This is the next major update in the Elder Scrolls Online. It's going to include a few major new features, as well as a smattering of player experience improvements, though nothing near the volume of those that we had in Update 49. Some of the highlights in terms of changes to gameplay include Challenge Difficulty, which is the name the team is using for the oft-requested Overland difficulty feature, finally being rolled out in the game. Also, PvP Veterancy, which is basically a free battle pass for PvP, and Class Mastery, which will combat the subclassing meta by making pure classes stronger. Also, and perhaps most importantly, the newly redesigned Werewolf will be available to play in U50. So the majority of this video is going to focus on how to get ready for these specific changes. First, it's time to get ready for the new and improved Werewolf. Everything about the Werewolf is different now. The way it looks, the way it moves, the skills it uses have all been refreshed with this update. Whether you've long enjoyed playing as a werewolf or this is your first time, there's never been a better moment to embrace the curse of lycanthropy, become an acolyte of Hircine, and embrace this transformation's feral power. Personally, I'm making a new character for the Werewolf refresh, and it will probably be my first orc. From what I'm understanding, the orc's passives work the best with the Werewolf's toolkit, and it's probably going to be an orc sorcerer, or an orc sork, or sork. So you can be like me and make a brand new character for your werewolf, or simply choose an existing one. From what I understand, the Nightblade and the Sorcerer are going to be the best options. The Sorcerer is going to have better mobility, and the Werewolf's redesigned toolkit is going to synergize nicely with the Sork's new class masteries. But Nightblade is also a strong option, so if you already have a Sork or a Nightblade that you want to use, go ahead and set that one aside. And for your race, I recommend using an Orc, a Dark Elf, or an Imperial. But yeah, the Werewolf rework is really the cornerstone of this update. It's personally what I'm most excited for. I'm going to be coming out with a build for my new Werewolf as well. It's going to be PvP focused, so it's going to be my first PvP build. I'm theory crafting it right now, and I might release the theory crafting part of the build before the update launches, but I'll definitely be testing it out as well once U50 hits. I'm still trying to decide exactly how to proceed with that, but do know that a Werewolf PvP build is in the works for U50. Once you decide which character you want to use when exploring the Werewolf refresh, it's time to get ready to be challenged in Overland content for the first time since 2016. Ever since the infamous 1 Tamriel update in 2017, Overland content in ESO has been a snooze fest for most players. But now, 9 years later, the developers at ZOS are finally responding to these problems by giving you an option to make Overland content harder. Overland content refers to questing, mobs you find throughout zones, world bosses, delves, public dungeons, that kind of thing. We're not talking about trials, PvP, group dungeons, anything else that's instanced, basically. Just the kind of content you find when you're running around the world of Tamriel. But yes, the new Overland content difficulty system, Challenge Difficulty, is launching with U50. And while it's somewhat disappointing in certain ways, mainly the rewards, this will be a lot of fun to interface with, simply so you can make Overland content more difficult without taking off all your gear. Challenge Difficulty is going to introduce 4 new levels of difficulty. Well, to be perfectly accurate, the first one, Adventurer, is no different. This is the same difficulty as what we already have. But then with Seasoned, monsters do twice the amount of damage, and you do half your usual damage. In Master, monsters do 4 times the damage, and you only do 65% your usual damage. And in Vestige, monsters do 7 times the damage, and you only do 1/5 of your usual damage. So now's the time to get ready for this system to roll out. You are about to be challenged like never before, so definitely do things like dial in on your build, make sure you have good gear, and maybe do some practice against normal Overland difficulty to get an idea of what you're in for. My Dragon Knight build, which I'm linking above, should be more than up for the task. You also might want to take a moment to figure out which areas you're going to hit first. Going through quests, including zone story quests, is going to be a lot more rewarding and interesting now. Delves will actually be difficult to clear again, and you may also want to try taking down world bosses. So take a moment now to figure out which type of Overland content you want to tackle once Challenge Difficulty launches with Update 50 on June 8th. Now is also the time to get ready for class mastery. Every class in the game is now getting mastery passives, which you'll only be able to access if you're not currently using subclassing on a character. So for instance, with my Dragon Knight here, I'm going to have to drop Stormcalling. which will be painful because this version of Hurricane looks so freaking good on my character. But I suppose it'll be worth it to experience the new buffs. I already have a dedicated video covering all the new class mastery passives and what they do. To check that out, click the video linked above. But yeah, long story short, class mastery is totally going to change the meta in the game. It's going to upend everything we thought we knew about builds and classes. It's time to start wrapping your head around what the class mastery passives are and what they do, so you won't be completely floored when U50 does hit. And just like I'm currently starting to do right now, this is a good time to put together a PvP build. A new system called Veterancy is launching with U50 that will give you extra rewards for doing PvP content. Now, it may be true that the rewards you get from Veterancy look pretty mid so far, but there's no denying that Veterancy will make PvP more rewarding. It'll make PvP more rewarding than it's ever been in the game, actually, and it'll definitely be worth checking out and experiencing. Each Veterancy campaign lasts for about 6 months, and engaging with this system will provide immediately visible bragging rights that will show other PvP players just what a veteran you are. So yeah, whether you decide to follow my new PvP Werewolf build or do a different PvP build, it's time to start theory crafting and planning that out now. I actually don't have any PvP builds yet. This will be my first one that I'm coming out with, but I know there are a lot of good ones out there, and I'm really stoked to craft my own. Next up, this would be a good time to start unlocking any companions you don't already have. Like I mentioned before, the player experience improvements in U50 are pretty light, but notable among them are improved companion XP rates. So especially when your companions are at higher levels of rapport, they will level considerably faster now. The very slow rate of companion leveling has been a pain point in the game ever since companions were released, and ZOS is finally addressing it by just giving a basic buff to XP rate gain. So if you don't have a companion unlocked that you want to explore in your character, run through their intro quests now, so they'll be ready to level once U50 hits. For a list of all the companions and how to get them, check out the video linked above. And now lastly, this is a PSA more than anything, but definitely be ready to be spammed by your guild in your inbox. Also coming with U50 is the ability to send mail to guild members. So now, above and beyond just changing the message of the day or the guild description, guild masters can send mail to all of their members at once. While I think this is a good idea in principle, I can imagine it getting annoying pretty quick. If you're in any guilds that are already really chatty, just be aware that your inbox might be filled with messages pretty soon. And if you are not really interested in that level of chattiness, you might want to leave some of your guilds. There is a hard limit of 72 messages you can have in your inbox at any time in ESO. And while I'm not assuming that any guilds will really be that talkative, just be aware you will be getting messages from your guild masters now. They may be friendly or helpful. They may be demanding gold. It all depends on the guild and the guild master. But yes, this is a new feature coming in U50, and I just thought you should be aware. So those are the primary ways that I suggest you get ready for U50 in the Elder Scrolls Online. In some ways, this isn't the biggest update ever. There really aren't that many player experience improvements, for instance, and many of those that are provided, like the AFK timer in character creation, are pretty minimal. But the Werewolf refresh is a big deal. So is challenge difficulty. And so definitely is class mastery. So I just want to make sure in this video that all these changes are on your radar so that over the next week you can plan appropriately and get ready to enjoy U50 to the fullest. Over the remainder of this week and after U50 launches, I'll be coming out with more content, explaining what to do first, ways to optimize, etc. This is just the first entry in a whole U50 series, which will also include my new Werewolf PvP build. So if you haven't, now is the best time ever to subscribe to Spopes, to like and hype this video to make sure that my videos will show up in your feed. And also please do comment with what you're most excited for in U50. Let me know this video helped with your preparation process, which class and race you're going to use with the new Werewolf, etc. And also, I could use your support. I'm so grateful to all my members, especially those who've joined recently. Joining the Spopes army is the best way to support me. And please do keep in mind there is official Spopes gear below the video. You can click the fourth wall link in my description to go to the full site. And honestly, though it always sounds like begging to me, I would not say no to a donation on fourth wall or right here on YouTube in the form of super thanks. Your support is what makes this whole operation possible. Please do consider supporting me today. A big thanks to you all for watching until the end. We're going to finish up as always with a prayer to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Lord, thank you for the Elder Scrolls Online for continuing to inspire the devs to service it and make it a viable game after all these years. Thank you for making it the nexus point of such a great and vibrant community. Lord, please do bless ESO and its community. Bless my community on YouTube. Draw souls closer to you, Lord. Bathe them in your light and your glory. And Lord, please do forgive and redeem all souls across the world, the living and the dead. And Lord, I please do ask you to continue empowering me to make this content, to put the breath in my lungs, and to bring my channel to new heights. I give you all glory for my channel and for this video today, Lord Jesus. Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer. I appreciate you all so much. Please do remember to like, hype, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, turn on notifications, because I'll be back soon with new content.